Hey, David.
Hey, David.
Hey, David. It's Ellen in Virginia Beach.
Hey, David. Adam Taylor here from Australia.
Hey, David. This is Daryl from San Francisco.
I just want to say thank you so much for being the best captain that New York has ever seen.
Mate, just want to let you know that your fans aren't in America. They're across the oceans, mate, in Australia.
El Captain. Hey, this is Gandhi with the Rocky Mountain Cavalry of the 7th Line Army.
Greetings from Boise, Idaho.
Thank you, David, for being such a great ambassador to baseball and for being the face of our franchise.
You're a true inspiration. We're going to miss you.
Go, David! Captain America! Captain. Love you! Good luck!
Mwah. As a woman who grew up in Flushing, whose son is now growing up as a Hickory Hawk, I don't know how to tell you how grateful we are for all you've given our team.
I'm from Nashville, Tennessee. I'm a lifelong Mets fan.
The biggest Met fans in Oregon checking in to say thank you, David.
Thank you, Captain.
David, thank you for everything over the years. We love you.
Thank you, David, for all the wonderful memories.
I've been a Mets fan for 50 years, and you are by far and away my favorite Met.
You've worn that uniform better than anybody that I've ever seen, in my generation at least.
Thank you, David, for giving us the NL East in 2006.
For this shirt 3 years ago, thank you, David.
You'll always be our captain.
Thank you, Cap.
Thank you, David.
Thank you to my favorite player, David Wright.
Even when the chips were down and the odds were stacked against us, you always made us proud to be Mets fans.
Thank you, Captain.
Thank you, Cap.
You may have worn number 5, but to us, you were always number 1.
Number 5 in your program, but number 1 in our hearts. Thank you so much, Cap. We love you.
This is my first time doing this, so I'll try to be quick and keep it together, but thank you for everything, man. You're the reason that I played baseball. You're the reason that I became a Mets fan.
You're amazing throughout your whole career. I remember watching you since I was a little kid and until now, you know, present time.
Your bare-handed catch in San Diego, that fist pump in Washington as you crossed home plate, you and Jose celebrating the 2006 NL East championship, a 2-run shot that you hit in the World Series.
One of my favorite baseball moments ever, you coming off the DL 2015, hitting that moonshot against the Phillies.
One of the best plays I've ever seen in my life was you scoring from first to home in Washington.
May 21st, 2016 was the last time I saw you on that field when you hit that walk-off hit against the Brewers to win the game in the 9th inning. I can't even begin to describe what it felt like in that stadium, just rocking.
I'm wearing these sunglasses so I don't cry. Gonna miss you.
I mirrored my swing after you. I honestly, I owe a lot to you. You're my idol.
You were the reason I became a Mets fan along with my dad. And I'm proud to say that I made the right decision.
You know, you're a huge role model to me. I wore number 5 when I played ball. You've been my favorite player my whole life.
We were all hoping for one more year with our captain at the hot corner, but not at the risk of your everyday health for you and your family.
Sorry to see you go, but thanks for everything, David.
We're sorry it had to end this way, man, but we're thankful for everything you did for this organization, and we'll always love you. Thanks, Captain.
It's never easy to be a Mets fan, but it's always easy to be a David Wright fan.
You personify You Gotta Believe, and personify what it is to be a Mets fan. And for that, we love you.
David Wright, you're my most favorite player. Thank you, David.
For my grandson and I, we will miss you, Dave.
David Wright, I can't wait to come up from Georgia to watch your last Mets game. Go Mets!
As a teacher and as a Mets fan, I can't tell you how much I'm going to miss David Wright, who is a class act on the field and off the field. Here's my shrine in my classroom to the Mets. I'm moving over here, and there's some other people that want to say thank you. Ready? Yeah. Hold on. Ready, guys? 1, 2, 3.
Thank you, David Wright. Let's go Mets!
Growing up a Mets fan isn't easy.
Growing up a Mets fan was not easy.
But when you see a player like David Wright take the field, you gotta believe.
But you're the guy that always did everything.
Thank you, David Wright, for showing us the true love of the game.
Thank you, David Wright, for my childhood as a Mets fan.
From toddlers to teens, you've always been and will forever be our captain. Thank you, David.
David, you've been my favorite player since I started following baseball when I was 5.
I was just a dumb teenager when you made your debut, and obviously a lot has changed since then.
July 21st of 2004 through September 29th of 2018. David Wright, thank you so much for everything you have done.
Thank you for setting the standard on what a public figure, a leader, a captain, and a teammate should be.
I've been trying to be just like you since I was a little kid, and it's just such an important thing to make people feel like they matter, and you did for every person you ever met.
If it weren't for you, I would have never named my son Shay.
Growing up watching you has provided me with the perfect role model that I can look up to forever.
David, I can't thank you enough on behalf of myself, my family, and my late father. He loved watching you play, and more than anything, you were just such a leader and such an inspiration and a role model, which is something I've been able to really show my kids over the years. And, you know, it's the one thing that's allowed me to keep raising them Mets fans.
Hey, David. It's Jim, Veronica, Constance, and his family. We just want to thank you.
Saturday will be the first day that I get to sit down with my son Shay and watch my favorite player play baseball. That means so much to me. Thanks for the memories.
Mr. David Wright, you're my favorite Met.
Our captain, always.
Citi Field will never be the same without you.
David, I hope you stay in the Mets organization for years to come.
Hopefully all the young players learn something from you, and I hope you stick around for a long, long time.
You have shown what it truly means to be a New York Met.
Thanks for everything, David. You'll always be our captain.
Thank you, Captain. I'm from Virginia Beach, so you're not only my childhood hero, but you're a hometown hero.
We loved watching you as a Norfolk Tide and as a Met.
You know, you're going to be on my arm every day, you know, for as long as I live.
And I'll miss you, and you're my favorite player.
And also thank you so much for signing my ball and taking a picture with me in Boston.
And you even gave me this. Game Used Signed Bat by David Wright. There's no one better.
He always says that he bleeds orange and blue, and I've loved him all the more for it.
You've been my favorite player since you came up.
You were my guy, you were my Met.
David Wright, you're the best.
My favorite player growing up.
This will be my daughter's first chance to watch you play.
And it's hard for us fans to even put into words how much he means to us.
From the bottom of my heart, thank you, David.
Your perseverance inspired me to pass college organic chemistry.
Thank you, David.
Wish it wasn't that time, man.
My first jersey I've ever bought, any sport.
When you hit one in R.A. Dickey's 20th win game to help him win, someone tweeted, David Wright just won R.A. Dickey the Cy Young.
You always carried yourself on and off the field with nothing but class and dignity.
Your dedication to get back on the field is a remarkable journey to watch.
And perhaps more than anything else, we'll appreciate these last couple of years that you put in, putting your body on the line, just trying to get back on the field.
2006, 2015, two incredible rides.
For being the face of this franchise and for never giving up.
For giving me a reason to watch baseball.
And my daughter is an enormous Met fan. She's also an enormous David Wright fan. She did want to marry you, but someone else got to you first. We do forgive you for that, though. As a former Mets intern, long before you ever arrived in the big leagues, I worked and, like everyone in the Mets family, truly valued Shannon Dalton Ford. And I will never, ever forget you were coming up to New York during spring training that spring after she passed away to speak at her memorial service at Citi Field. It not only helped ease her family's pain, but really everyone's, even if it was just a small amount. And
for me and my family, you're one of the greatest players ever wore the number.
You always had the right stuff.
Thank you, David, for all the great memories.
I remember seeing how happy you were raising money for the kids at CHKD, and I appreciate all that you do for those children.
Thank you, David.
Thank you, David.
Thank you, David.
Thank you, David.
Thank you for being our captain.
You'll always be my captain.
Thank you big time for being that franchise player and staying with the team.
Every single one of my 4 sons played high school baseball, and every single one of them wore number 5 their senior year for the captain, David Wright.
Number 5 is the best. For Mr. Captain, David Wright! David Wright!
Thank you, David Wright, for everything you've done with the Mets.
Thank you, David Wright!
We'll always love you.
Thank you, David.
Words can't express how much we're going to miss you and how thankful we were to have you on our team.
Thank you very much for always considering us fans part of the team.
Thank you for 14 incredible years.
Thanks for the memories. Seriously, thank you for all the good memories that you've given me and my family.
Your debut.
You came up.
I remember calling my dad on a Nextel then.
Me and my dad on the couch. God bless his soul, man.
Asking him if he heard the news. He's like, yeah, the kid's gonna be making his start.
He calls me over and he's like, yo, this is the guy I've been telling you about. This is the one that's coming up for third base. His name is David Wright. I think he's gonna be pretty good. I think it was right.
So I remember racing home from work, watching the game in the living room of my parents' house with my old man. Something I'll never forget.
Dude, this isn't a eulogy. You're alive and well, thank God. And you're gonna be awesome. But I just can't wait to see you on Saturday for that one more time. And whew, that's gonna be dope to see you and Jose Reyes. Hopefully turn a nice double play, maybe two.
Thanks, David.
Having had some spinal stenosis myself, I think I have an idea of just how amazing you are.
I just want to say thank you for everything you've done for this franchise. It's been such an honor to watch you play and to be able to call you captain.
Okay, turn around.
Thank you for being a lifelong Met.
I'm happy that I get to see you play.
Thanks, number 5.
Let's go Mets.
And you're my captain forever.
Thank you, number 5, for being our captain. Thank you, David.
And for showing this guy what it's like to be an athlete who's got determination, drive, talent, and heart.
On behalf of my entire family, the Bruges family, and my dear friend John Ronzo, who passed away some years back, but I'm sure he'd be hosting the biggest bash for you this Saturday at Citi Field.
This poster's on the exact same spot on my wall for the last 10 years. It's not coming down anytime soon. Thank you, David.
Thank you, David, all the way from the UK. You'll always be our Captain America.
Thank you, David.
Thank you for 14 great years, even though I've only been around for 8 of them.
Hashtag, thank you, David, brother. Thank you for everything. Can't wait to see you on Saturday.
Hats off to you. I was at your first game and I'm very sad but pleased to be at your last. Best of luck.